Jai Shri Krishna. Let's start discussion on very important topic, and that topic is most important for the business analyst or MBA to the student or the BBA student or who are going for the creating the business, and he need to do the enterprise analysis, how to do the enterprise analysis and what are the key factors we need to do in the enterprise analysis. So this video is going to very helpful you guys. So let's start a discussion on this topic, that is enterprise analysis for a business analyst. If you are working as a business analyst in any project, so before work on start to gather the requirement or to requirement elicitation, you need to do the enterprise analysis on that requirements or on that project, so that will help you to make create your goals on that project and to complete that projects within a budget and within a time. So that's the importance of the enterprise analysis. So let's start discussion on this topic. So yeah, first one is, what is the enterprise analysis? Before doing the enterprise analysis, you should know what is an enterprise analysis. So enterprise analysis is a strategic and the foundational work of business analysts perform before a project begins. So it's an the strategic way and the foundational way you need to do before work on the project. So you need to do the SWOT analysis, gap analysis, root cause analysis, brainstorming sessions, pestle analysis. You need to do and gather the requirement. What are the pain points? What are the strong points? What are the lacks in the functionality? So that's the strategy you should do these things, and it focus on understanding the business as a whole, not just a single problem. So it will allow us to view the 360-degree way of that business or all the key pain points or all the problems, not on the single problem. And if you do the proper enterprise analysis, you are there is a less chance to minimum some mistakes in that your the projects. The goal is to identify the business need, opportunity and problem, and to consider in scope functionality and out scope functionality, and to business objective, and determine the best way to address them, how to address them. So that's the goal. We have to do the enterprise analysis, and enterprise analysis will help you as a business analyst to an organize, make informed decision, and which initiative to pursue and how they align with the strategic goal, and how they will solve your the problems. And think of it as a blueprint phase before you start doing the actual work on that project. So these are the things you should know related to the enterprise analysis. So let's discuss on the core purpose of enterprise analysis, why we do the enterprise analysis. So let's first is to define the business need, why that enterprise analysis we need. So what is an actual problem or opportunity we are going to tackle from this project or from this work. So we need to do that analysis, and it is the processary inefficiency and a new market opportunity or a compliance requirement that will we do in the enterprise analysis. And if there is a new change or new enhancement we are going to add in the system, before doing that we need to do the enterprise analysis, and then identify the business goals and objectives. What are the nature of business, what are the goals of business, what the objective we are going to solve. So identify these business objective and goals, and then to start working on that projects, and what does the business want to achieve from that product, and the things of that project company's broader strategy, what the strategy we are implementing to solve these problems. So that's we do the document all these things and analyze the current states. Guys, it's the most important too in the part of gap analysis. You need to analyze and understand the existing process and the existing pain point, the existing user of your system, existing how the system will work, and what are things are not currently working in the existing system, and what thing we need to include in that existing system that will enhance the system progress. So you need to analyze the current state, and then determine the future state, how the future state will look like, how the user interaction will look like, is there any user role we are eliminating or adding, or that will be a vision what the business will look like after the changes we are making in the system. So that we need to think and assess the risks and the feasibility, evaluate the potential challenges and whether the proposed solution is realistic or unrealistic. So we will do the feasibility analysis, risks analysis to do the technical feasibility or financial feasibility or economical feasibility or all kind operational risks, economical risks, technological risks, the requirement risks, the resource risks. That is with that new features or functionality is we able to done within that time frame or how it will work. So we need to do that all the 360-degree way analysis, and the business develop a business cases, justify the investment by outlining the cost, benefit, and the risks that we have in that project. So that's the core purpose of the enterprise analysis, and that's why we need to do the enterprise analysis before we actually start on the project. So the key technique and the in the enterprise analysis, what are the key techniques, what you do in the enterprise analysis, guys? These are the techniques I'll give you, that is and the most important technique in the enterprise analysis. Let's first discuss on the SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis is also one of the important techniques. So SWOT analysis is stand for the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So strength and weakness are the internal things. What are the strength of your organization or your current projects? What they work in the effectively, where that project is lacks, what functionality in that not, so that we consider in the weakness. And opportunity and threat are the external factors, where what are the opportunities we have in the market and what are non opportunities or the area where we are not capable. That's the threats we have. So we do that analysis and we eliminate, identify such factors. A simple yet powerful tool to analyze the company's internal and external environment. So we need to do the internal and external environment. So then the feasibility study, and it is an also the important part, an in-depth evaluation of whether the proposed solution is technically, economically, and operationally viable, or that the functions or feature we are going to implement in the system, is that the feasible, or is that will be in the system, and how much time to require in that, or is that the current technology, or is we are able to with the current budget, or with in the operational efficiency, is we are able to do that functional or feature. So that need to be analyzed for the feasibility study and risks analysis. And the business capability analysis. So what are the capabilities, breaking down the business into the core functions like marketing, sales, product development, to understand where value is created, or to do the product mix analysis. So P for products for a piece for the product, and to do the detail analysis, and to identify the target audience of that functions, so satisfy their the business capability and their requirements. And then do the stakeholder analysis. It is an also the most important thing, to identify and understanding the key peoples and group affected by initiative and their level of interest, and to do the prepare the RACI matrix, responsible, accountable, consult, and inform stakeholders, to do the high interest and high influence matrix for to identify the stakeholders, to do the root cause analysis, to do the operational analysis. So that will help you to do the better enterprise analysis. And then to do the pestle analysis, to draw the fishbone diagram. So that will help you to do better way enterprise analysis. And then the market analysis, so searching the market, customer, competitor, to inform the strategic decisions, and what the target audience of the that product or functionality. So that the enterprise analysis part is the market analysis is important. So let's move on the next slide. That is the role of the business analyst. So what are the role of business analysis as a part of to doing the enterprise analysis? So business analyst should be facilitator, should be strategist, should be innovator, should investigator, should be communicator, and should be decision supporter. So first, the facilitator. So lead the workshops, the Hajis workshop, to be workshop, or understanding workshop, and discussion to gather the information from the stakeholder, to gather or to collect all the information from the stakeholder, and to prepare the documents, and to draw the wireframes, prototypes, to draw the flow charts, simulate diagrams, to draw the all the diagrams that the user will very well understand, and the strategies, and connect the project goal to the organizational overreaching and strategy, to understand the organization mission and objective or vision of that organization, and accordingly create the projects. And the investigator dig deep to uncover the root cause of a problem, not just the symptom. So it should be 360-degree way thinking how the future system should look like, how the AI will be interact. So it will be investigator. It solve the current problem and the future problem in that the solution. So he should be investigator, and then the communicator. So translate the complex business need into the requirement for the development team, or the technical requirement, or the the functional and non-functional requirement. So translate some business requirements into the need, or the technical feasibility or the business problem to the solution. So this level of communicator, and he will be the bridging the gap between the business team and development team. So do the translation of requirement from each teams to has they required, and the decision supports to provide the data and analysis needed for execute you to make sound investment decisions, or what need to be done in the futures, and how they will project will be helpful them. So that the decision supporter will be the key role of business analyst. So let's move on the next slide, that is an enterprise analysis and requirement initiation. So let's discuss what are the enterprise analysis, and how the BA will involve in the requirement initiation, and how they are both the difference with each other. So the enterprise analysis will key focus on the business as a whole. So it will think how the business visions or the missions, and what we are going to achieve, what are the problems in the current system, and to what are the strength, weakness, opportunity trade for the system, to do the pastel analysis. And the requirement illustration is a specific solution, what area we are looking, and what are the solutions. So enterprise and the requirement illustration is a part of enterprise analysis, and enterprise analysis is a big. And then the timing. So before the project is approved or get the approved by the stakeholders, and the timing during the project executions, or after the project approved by the key stakeholders. So that's the difference between the enterprise analysis and requirement realization in a timing. Let's discuss on the output. So the business case, feasibility, and the scope definitions are the output from the enterprise analysis. So how the business case will look like, is that project is feasible or not feasible, what are the in scope functionality, what are the out scope functionality. So we cover on these things in the enterprise analysis. And the requirement initiation stage, the output should be user stories, functional requirement, non-functional requirement, business requirement, technical requirement, wireframes, prototypes, workflow diagram. These are the user manual, or these are the requirement initiation parts, and the question. So should we do this project, is this project is sufficient for us, is that the requirements are sufficient for us? So that's the the question we going to solve in the enterprise analysis. And the requirement initiation, how will we build these solutions, and what are the areas that solution will cover? So that's the basic difference between the enterprise analysis and requirement initiation. So let's discuss on the case study and example, so that will clear your ideas more on the enterprise analysis. So let's consider one of the problem in the retail company seeking a declining sale in its brick and mortar store. So one of the retail company, they identify that there is a sales is declining in their one of the store. So how they will do their enterprise analysis and how they will achieve their outcome. So there a business need, as a retail organization, they are need to increase the sales and market shares, and the customer will go their store and buy more and more product. So they want to increase the customer bucket size, but due to some reason they are decreasing their sales. So they are doing the enterprise analysis. So current state, outdated POS system, limited online presence, and the poor customer data collection. Now, if you take, so there is a Zomato, Swiggy, 1 minute, Flipkart. So the current, the area of these peoples are not prefer to go the supermarket to buy the product. So that's the challenges faced by them. So and there is, the on home delivery service is not available. So that's the current state. So then the future state, a unified system that integrate online or in-store sales and loyalty program and personalized marketing, home delivery, that will use the create the mobile application. So that's the future requirement. So that will increase the customers or understand the nature buying behavior of customer in that area. So these are the future state. So then you will do the feasibility study on this problem. A study shows that building a new integrated platform as expensive, but it will result in 20% increase in a sales within 2 year and making it worthwhile an investment. So study says that you do the feasibility study. That's the building this software or this technique is expensive and costly for you, but it will increase the 20% sales. And also to the root cause analysis, SWOT analysis. What are the what are the strength, weakness, opportunity trade. You will have already customer base. You will have the uh, peoples or the resource availability, product line, in depth the product line. These are the the strength which you have, the opportunity trade, like the competitor is very high, and you are not cover some area, or the opportunity trade weakness, opportunity fraud. So that's will you do the enterprise analysis and the outcome. The business case is approved, and the project to develop a new e-commerce and loyalty platform to initiate the customers. So these are the case study we discussed. So let's move on the next last slide, that is a summary and key takeaway from that enterprise analysis slide. So enterprise analysis is a critical first step for any major business changes. So guys, you should, before start all these projects or all kinds of projects, initially we do the enterprise analysis, and it ensure that the project is aligned with the business strategy and address the real need of the business and satisfy the business problem and achieve the business objective or the business goal. And the business analysts are architect of this process, and it's he or she the important and the key things on such process, and providing the strategic insight needed for the success of the such projects. And by investing time in enterprise analysis, organization avoid the costly mistakes and maximize their return on the investment. So they will think to reduce the risks or increase the profit. So that's the end of the enterprise analysis slides. Guys, if you likes my efforts and my video style or my video content, please do like and subscribe my channel. So that's motivate me to create more such videos for you. So once again, thank you so much guys for attending this video, and it is and the very important topic if you are working for to creating the business requirement document, or if you are working any project, so to do the enterprise analysis. Thanks once again.